Why?
Just clear the street.
He nods. All right, we will.
Looks very confused, looking to Kevin.
He gives you sort of a nod and begins like working towards some guy who's like, it's basically like a snake tamer at the side of the road, sitting there with a snake in the little thing, and he's playing a flute. Very exotic, but the guard doesn't seem impressed.
We need to get out of here.
Kevin runs. There's a snake.
Oh God, yes.
How
did I see
Mensa
that?
basically walks in the door and like basically looks around quickly and then like sees the table and begins walking towards it. Dorian just sort of talking to the proprietor, taking his time, trying to be, as he speaks. Mensa just sort of goes, like pats him twice on the shoulder, says, "Come on." And turns and looks after him, a little bummed out that he sort of ruined his thing a little bit as he walks over to the table. All right, so the place has been surrounded. I think it's safe to say that we've been discovered somehow.
Bree blinks, and then like her eyes sort of like look over towards Vorian, and then her eyes look over towards Alaric. She nods.
So, if we find our way to someone important enough, we might be able to ask him and then get the hell out of here.
Sure. Larry just kind of chuckles to himself. At this point, nothing's surprising him anymore.
Bree looks over at Sir Alaric with more respect, although who can really say beneath that deception? and says, "So, what are your orders, my lord?"
Larry kind of takes a breath and kind of thinks. And, they're definitely going to cover the rear. They're almost undoubtedly going to have crossbowmen, which is going to ruin my armor. We could play it out, or we could break through the rear, because that's not going to be as defended.
You're the tactician here, Sir Alaric.
Yeah. I'm used to hundreds of men, not a few.
I prefer to live, to be honest.
Don't we all?
Yes. Do we
It's
just
just like a...
do we just, and like looking over like at Manser with a look like, I don't really want to do this, but I figure I'll just ask, do we just surrender, Sir Alaric?
Like rubs his beard.
Like, if these are here in response to the individual who was just here, then perhaps they'll take us to where you're looking to go?
That's what I was thinking. But then we could also be put in a cell right next to the person we're...
Okay, so
Yeah.
do we fight to escape and run through the streets? Do we...
If we fight, we're not getting out of here alive. It's just not happening. We'll just...
What if we... What if we fight to knock unconscious and subdue and not kill?
Alaric nods. As, I think perhaps we play it out, and if we dislike how it is going, then I guess we fight until we knock and like no maiming and brutally murdering. Looks to Varen, because that will be that would be execution for us.
Oh, the eye jar will be conspicuously empty.
It will not be done. My
God,
dog.
that'd be the worst thing. Like, we get captured, they're looking through variants, like belongings. Like, so
Eyeballs, huh?
It's pretty exotic.
The Maester says that a couple of these are fresh.
free cities.
Tell me more of these hooks you have with you.
Please no. How does it make you feel?
You know, I would prefer fighting, maybe.
Very much to the death.
Don't let them take me alive.
Let's play this out. See how this goes.
Alright. You want to just keep sitting here then, Sir Cousin, as if we don't know anything about what's happening out there?
He's just looking at his like mug of ale, and it's like, I don't see any other way. We can't hide anywhere. So just rip this place apart. If they
So I
think we're in
split
here.
like Varian, Alaric, and then Manser Lego with just how big he is. Like, hide.
And sometimes he's right, we can't hide. Eden will never stop teasing me.
And how would we pick up all of the women if they heard that we were cowards that hid?
You know, it's just
Meanwhile, outside, Kevin looks to Ren and says, "Why aren't they leaving? What the hell? What in the name of the seven are going on in there?
How are they going to get out?
The back door, the cellar, something."
Bree looks dubious, but in her mind, she knows. She's captured by a Lannister. She's a 12-year-old girl. Her fucking future's fine.
She's fine.
Come
Varen's
on.
not looking great, but
No.
I mean, yeah.
If it came down to it, he's like, "I will miss you, Jari." Like throws it away.
Yeah.
I will get
No, he
more.
No, he won't.
They walk in and there's eyeballs spread all over the floor.
Oh my god!
What kind of establishment is this?
It's like that scene from Kill Bill 2 when they step on all the eyeballs.
I'd like to spend a destiny point to add a minor detail of like.
Eyeballs everywhere.
I want to get surprise here in the combat because I'm affected by the eyes.
Put the eye jar on top of the door and when they storm in.
I'd like to activate my terrain feature of like eye juice.
They slip.
Yeah.
Woo!
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Alark basically just puts like his warhammer in between his legs as he's sat there. And
Enjoys
just-
his fine wine.
Yeah, his last drink before possible cell time, so as well. So, yeah. He just looks exhausted from all of this now.
Outside, very little happens. Maybe Manser just failed to tell them? At least they don't seem to know. Like, you're standing there, like, pushed away, basically. There's a few other people there, grumpily, like, who has been, like, sent away from what they were doing, and they're just kind of standing here, like, at the distance that's apparently agreeable, like, watching.
Like,
The
just
snake
far
charm.
enough away that they're not going to do anything.
The
but-
snake charmer's out there complaining, like, "This is an outrage, absolutely."
My snakes are pissed. It's
I mean,
gonna
it's not
take
like
me
he
hours.
gets
Calm down.
like knocked on with the butt of the shield there and like pushed a little bit, and they're just like, "You go away. We don't take shit." And it's not like it's not really a city where you argue too much when the law sort of does that. So he just sort of gets up and scuttles away. Not to you though. There's like a few merchants standing there, sighing and then being complainy. You know, not loudly enough for the soldiers to hear, but they had things they needed to do. It was just
Kevin looks around. We could set a distraction, I guess. How about we? He looks at one of the houses. What are they built of?
most here are built of sort of nice pale bricks.
The roofs.
Most are made of like what are they called? Red flat stones.
God damn it! Anything burnable around?
I mean, there's like carts and stuff.
I mean, starting a small fire won't be enough. It needs to be quite a big fire before.
That's. I was looking at one of the houses.
It would take a while to fully get, you know.
I don't know. It depends on how the house is made, but
They're pretty well made here. It's a pretty nice city, everything considered. Like the houses outside the walls burn easily, but they've apparently been torn down because they burn easily and there's wartime.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty common practice in Old Town and King's Landing as well to tear down those useless buildings, shacks and whatnot people put up.
Hmm.
Well, the merchant sort of says, "This is oh damn time they do something about this establishment."
Kevin looks over. Well, what do you mean?
It's right in the best spot in the street. Got a market stall there. I could do quite a lot of business.
Oh.
One just says, like, I heard it's people from the south have come to murder his lordship. Another one sort of scoffs, good riddance.
Should talk more to this guy.
Looks over to the guards and looks back. Don't you say that so loud. So it's not like they don't know it as well.
No what?
So one says, we have the useless Lannister.
Oh.
Useless Lannister.
One says, I say that in every few years there has to be someone to take all the poor qualities that the rest of them don't get.
No.
He's been left home, house arrest allegedly, but that's the only one he still gets to. Well, have a bit of a leash. He'll be punished when they come home, I'm sure of it.
Oh.
The last time. Or the last time before that.
How useless can he be as a Lannister, right?
Just, yeah. Look at this sort of thing.
Kevin looks.
Open street, disrupting all this. Or an appointment. I'm going to miss it now because of this. I'll have to go the long way around. It's all because he couldn't keep people out of the city. Guards there don't like him. Be honest. Maybe just better if someone went there and got rid of him.
Kevin looks up at Castle Rock. Well, that's
looking at the tavern.
That seems like a bit impossible.
Shrugs. His own guards don't like him. How would they? If he was honorable, he'd be in the front now. Not home here, sitting in his manor house, being fed grapes and foreign things.
Well, I imagine his manor house is at least the smallest and most ramshackle one. Given his
He'll shake his head. It's the big one, obviously. At least for now, until he break it somehow. Just shakes his head. Glad I don't have a son like that. They had known. I'm sure they wouldn't either. Wouldn't be the first time a son was, happened to fall off the rock. So looks up.
I see. Okay, so stupid Lannister is in the big manor house.
Well, that's something. Just now, what do we do with?
I mean, I thought the warning would get them out of there. I don't. He grunts, looks at the
Back door slowly opens.
Oh.
See the alleged proprietor sort of pushing himself out with like a box under his arm. See like moves slowly like along the back side, being spotted by a guard who like goes to approach him. He like begins to basically just like stand there, like dropping the box and putting his hand in the like on his head, like cowering a little bit as the guard just like goes takes him away.
Well, yeah.
Free beer.
I
He has
almost like
indeed
imagine,
disappeared.
I'm just saying, I almost now like imagining you hearing this shouted through the walls.
Free beer.
I guess I mean I could spend a destiny point maybe to make something appear have a cart nearby be full of flammable things.
That'll be
So
fine.
we could like set that on fire and like push it down the street so a burning car will come crashing down the street. That could be dramatic. And
I
cause enough commotion for them to could get away, maybe?
I suppose.
honestly don't know if it's needed though, because I mean, it could totally be, you know, right, and they're all coming for us, and they're gonna fucking try and murder us. But on the other hand, it's not 100% guaranteed.
But are you willing to take that risk?
I mean, you could spend the destiny point after we find out to have a cart there and then light it.
Yes,
But-
we took the risk to come all the way into Lannisport. Like, I think at that point we are willing to take some risks.
Alright.
Yeah, just don't want you to
Alright.
waste a destiny point
Alright.
on something we're not 100% sure on.
Or we can really be redo. I think it's ready, just ready to intervene or stalk.
Yeah, I mean, if you see them all charge in there, like swords drawn, then fucking do it. But I mean, until then, we haven't got a clue.
Alright.
And then you hear like the door being pushed open. Sure, you know, it's nice and smooth. Doesn't make that annoying sound because they actually take care of their doors here. In like marshes a few people. Walk in, like take a look around, move to your table. These guys got the door. So forward says, Sir, Alaric of House Caladan, if you are present, I urge you to give yourself in and yield to my authority. By the name of Lord Lannister.
Alaric slowly looks around the table. And,
Mancy sort of looks at him like, you know, just give the word.
Alaric will turn around and stand slightly and say, which one?
Says, she frowns slightly. Says, that's not your concern. You are to be detained until your purpose for being here can be made sure by his lordship himself.
Alaric nods and says, not very friendly from our Westerland friends.
So I'm just following orders, sir. We should not make this any more difficult than it has to be. The prowess is well known to us.
Alaric nods and says,
You'll be put as an honored guest as long as you yield.
Alaric nods again and says, and my companions here? Will they also get
No,
such
no, we're
treatment?
we're not your company. No.
You're at my
Okay,
table.
looks-
You're at my
sort of
table.
looks at the table, like frowns. It's, who are they?
Just some old friends from my tawny days.
They mean trouble.
Shakes his head.
Well, I have not directly been given orders according to them, so... just you, if you please, sir.
Alaric,
They're free to come if they want.
Alaric nods and says, as it is time of war, I will yield. I would like my companions, however, to attend.
They shall yield then as well. You'll be acted as honored guests, though of course you cannot bring your weapons. If you have a companion you wish to keep them, you are free to do so, otherwise we will take them into our holding. Size.
Alaric nods. Says, for an officer, you seem very sad with your job, but I won't make it harder.
It is not the most glorious. There are better glories to be had, but I do my duty, sir. No, thank you for the sympathy, but you have nothing to fear. We want you no harm. At least I have no orders to do so.
Alaric nods and says, then do you mind if I just finish my drink first, and then we'll go, yeah? Just...
Francis, I do mind, sir. I have other things to do as well. You can bring it.
Ah, okay. He picks up the mug.
Proprietor's like, oh, goddamn.
Gotta buy another fucking mug, god
My
damn it.
expensive mug. Yeah, it's not here, though.
No.
Ben looks longingly at the casks.
Alaric nods and
Just grabs one.
yeah, grabs a full like cask.
This is mine, I brought this with me.
This is he looks at your like weapons.
Alaric like unbuckles his sword belt with the sheath and hands over the warhammer that might weigh down one of the guards.
Right, these guys will go and they can take it, basically. Desmond nods and says, all right, have a good day. He sort of looks to you four, sirs. Lady. Three. I can take Alaric, assuming he follows, basically.
Yeah.
Like, flank him. That's what you see outside. You see Alaric, like, being taken without his weapons.
God, I was trying to determine whether Bree would volunteer the fact that as a lady of House Caladan, she insists on going with Alaric.
I mean, these guys are about to leave, so...
Yeah, I mean, Alaric's not going to force that on you, because he knows, like, you know, you were forced into basically a prison situation before. In fact, it was a prison situation before. He's not going to bring you into it unless you want to.
God, fuck. I need to make a check here.
he's just not going to do it.
God, I need to see whether she cares enough.
I will be right back for a minute then. To the bathroom.
Okay.
Alright. So, on a roll of shit. I need to decide the odds of how much would she care to say that, you know, I am a member of House Caladan, and you know, how dare they just say my lady and walk away from me?
Oh, okay. My
I'll fucking break you. What?
my PDF reader just crashed on me for some reason. But all right.
We'll just give it a coin flip. The roll of 1, she will not say anything and basically be like, well, that sounds like his problem.
Alright, yeah.
On a roll of 2, she is going to be indignant and insist that she is a lady of House Caladan, and she will insist on the same treatment. Because... Alright. Alright, she ain't saying a damn thing.
Yeah,
Alright.
So, does Alaric want Baron to follow him? Because he really doesn't want to go into captivity again, but he will if Alaric wants him to.
I mean, Alaric basically said, come with, but, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he did open the door, like, they're welcome to come with if they want.
yeah, it's like Alaric's basically gotten us 5 tickets into the keep, although Alaric's kind of under custody and doesn't have weapons, but, you know,
Yeah.
he... a foot in the door, as it were.
Maybe.
So, and, you know, once Varen gets a foot in the door, you know, he can just run at the speed of light and get everywhere, so I'm sure he can get our equipment. Can get our equipment in one turn, right?
I'm back. So what have you decided?
I did a coin flip, a 50-50 chance, and Bree has basically decided that falls under her insensitivity flaw, where it sounds like his problem, and she's not gonna volunteer herself.
Yeah.
She opens her mouth and sort of like begins to raise her hand as they're like walking out with all of their backs turned, and she's like, ah.
So
like as she begins to raise her hand, basically Mansa like looks at her, like pipes of eyebrows, and like gets really excited for just a second until she like hesitates and like sits down a little bit.
So will these two like stay here then? I guess.
Oh, Dorian's like looking into his cup. He's saying nothing.
Right.
He's
Varen
like,
can't let
some-
the Lorik go
okay.
alone, so he will actually hand over his weapon as well.
Oh, sure, they'll take
Yeah.
him. Though they will ask you to identify yourself,
Who the fuck are you?
basically.
He will say Varen in a very like thick accent.
But
Varen.
They'll look to Alaric, basically like just some dude, yeah. Okay. Friends, I guess. Sure.
Look
He
at
was
us.
shocking
us
himself,
giants,
that's fine.
man.
All right. At that moment, basically, now Bree's like imagining like the horrors of those two clumsy sons of bitches. They're like,
You put a file in the cake and they just drop it everywhere. It's terrible.
yeah, they have to eat the cake anyway. It's a bit tough in the middle there. It's,
Weird. Sort of like stands up with a sigh, like she's like. Now she's like guilted herself into doing
Oh yeah,
this.
Mansour
with
like
her
looks at her,
volunteer.
smiles slightly, and like stands up and turns around as well.
God damn it!
Dorian sits there looking into his cup,
And
edging his chair like this direction.
Bree will say, "As a lady of House Caladan, I absolutely insist that you take me as well."
Mansour frowns.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
Sure is.
Eyes. Looks at Dorian like a pleading look. And the guys just look at her like weapons. The officer like looks and says, "Come on, just go."
Mhm.
We don't have anything
Actually,
visible anyway, I imagine.
I'm with him as well.
Does she have visible weapons on her?
No, there's the two like small like left-hand dagger and the dirk. You know, other than that,
Probably
no.
somewhere.
Yep, they're hidden somewhere.
Yeah, they don't. It would be indignifying to search a lady in such a setting. It's just not appropriate. You need silent sisters for that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Alaric would
And you
bring
know she's
up-
yielded, so that's a bit of a noble honor, part of the chivalry code to honor a yield.
So because of that, my two coin flips there, basically like Bree's going to give an accusatory look at Varen, like he's one of them like, "You did this."
As they walk out,
Varen
basically,
looks straightforward. It doesn't look.
the other ones are gonna join in here. As you see this little procession basically leave without anything really happening. Seems like they went willingly. So
well, Kevin looks to Brennan and says, I guess they chose to go? Huh.
Would you like to follow to see where, or?
the proprietor's like pushed back into the back door with his little chest thing.
Pretty sure. I guess we could, just to be sure. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And like sticks his head out of the back door, like dodging the like looking out, like looking for you two probably.
Uh-huh. Kevin said, what happened?
They wanted Alaric, pretty much only. He decided to go, and then Varen decided to go, and then Bree decided to go.
Oh boy.
It's just so.
So the whole
What we
family
can
we're
do.
sort of here to protect. He glances over to Ren. I just got captured by the enemy.
I suppose technically the goal here is not them, but the
Yes.
Longthorn.
Of course, of course. But I mean, we sort of work for House Caladan, and
It looks.
the-
I technically work for House Tyrell. She looks like around.
yeah.
So I think you'll get used to it.
Kiva looks forlornly at the group walking up. I'll follow
Besides,
them where they go. All right.
Bree can handle herself, I think.
I'm just, just to know where they go.
Almost as if on cue, like Bree like swivels her head to like look back and smiles backwards.